Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. I have a review for a tubi movie called House on Rockingham. This is a 2024 film, 1 hour and 18 minutes. It's a thriller. It's not a horror. It's a thriller about a young woman that takes a job as a live-in housekeeper and slowly learns the owner may be connected to her sister's disappearance. What? Written and directed by Stephen Folker, starring Olivia Astor as Maya and Dave Herring as Matt, Stephanie Goff as Eileen, and Kate Elmquist as Emily. And those are pretty much the main characters. Maya, of course, is our lead. And I think this might be her only acting credit, and that's actually pretty good because she was not bad in this. There's definitely some cringy acting at times, but not anything too horrible that's going to ruin the movie for you. Dave Hearing as Matt, who's the owner of the home that has the available room for free with your housekeeping duties that Maya takes up on. Now, he is a creepy mother effer in this movie. They do a good job of um, really keying into his acting style. We get some very interesting scenes that definitely seem a little creepy and intense. Um, so yeah, Maya has a father who they're a little disconnected, basically because the mom has passed away, and also when Maya was younger, she had a sister who was abducted, and it appeared that Maya was supposed to be kind of like paying attention to her as they played out front, and yeah, so we get kind of a lot of that type of story filtered throughout the movie through backflash or memory things. Like certain things trigger memories for Maya. She's not repressed at all about it, but she's also just kind of like struggling through life to make ends meet, kind of a deal. And the father is just, he's just totally kind of vegetable state. He's broken. The abduction of his daughter broke him, basically. So while Maya is meeting Matt and seeing the house, and they're going through the details of, the cleaning. The house is full of inherited mother's things. So it's like this older house. It's kind of a cool looking house. Lots of antiques. We meet Eileen, Matt's sister, who's moving out, and that's why there's a room available, and Maya will be taking Eileen's room. Um, there's a very strange dynamic between the brother and sister. I wasn't sure, like, I was feeling like I might have just been reading in too much into things, and I don't want to say the movie is implying anything incestuous, but like I kind of got that weird thing about it. But you definitely see right from the rip that Eileen is the dominant personality, Matt is the submissive personality, but also so creepy at the same time. But I think that's written that way by design. I did take a lot of notes. Maya has a friend that comes to stay, named Emily, and she's at college. They're high school friends. Maya didn't actually go to college because she's just kind of going through life trying to make ends meet. So Emily has some cringy interactions 2 different times with Matt. Um, and it's just really kind of like a character study of Maya's mental state and Emily kind of barking in her ear about there's something off about this place. And Maya's kind of like depressed feelings toward like the relationship that deteriorated from her father. Like the abduction of her sister not only changed that family dynamic in that way, but it changed like the entire family's mental capacity to be more than just like the father is literally just out of it. And um, I there is like a pretty extended scene with the father that it was cringy, and I did feel it went a little too long. If you watch this movie, you're definitely going to know what I'm talking about. Um, and then so we get like a very very slow kind of build. um, Maya gets kind of to a breaking point, and she's just off at like a park in her car, and she falls asleep. And then just out of the blue, Eileen is jogging at coincidentally the same place. Uh, Says, "Let's go get donuts." And I mean, who can resist donuts? So they go and they're having donuts, and then they have a interaction. And now Maya's even more kind of like what's going on. She does a little digging around at the house, finds some things, and I can't really say much more about that after that. But the action does amp up a little bit. They do try to get creative with a little bit of a swerve on us and a little bit of um, you know, a shock twist. Um, and the shock twist wasn't a shock twist for me necessarily, but then there was one that I wasn't expecting. So I think that was cool. I think they recognized that you can't do this movie without avoiding that people are going to pick up on this one twist, but then they throw in another one very soon after, which is the jaw drop, which was good. I did appreciate that. I thought that was interesting. Then we have the final battle or whatever. I don't know how to describe it. The final, uh, you know, face off. But then it just ends. Like it was just like it was a real world kind of ending. It wasn't like a horror thriller movie drag out climactic boss fight end. It was exactly how it would end in real life, if that makes any sense. If you watch this, you're gonna know what I mean, because it's just you know, it's just ends. Um, so not a horrible movie overall. Did I say what it was on IMDb? 4.2. It's only got just barely over 50. I think this is kind of flying under the radar, but it is on trend with Tubi originals. Definitely not as good. Low Life has really set a really high bar for Tubi originals right now, but this movie is by no means like horrible. Um, there's not as high level spot on acting. There's definitely some cringy. I do feel that the actress Olivia Astor did struggle a little bit with some scenes where she had to cry. It did look to me like she had the drops, because you can kind of see. As a student of film, I can identify when there are drops waiting on your under your eyelid. I don't know how to describe it, but you can tell there's been like two drops. Somebody went in there, drop, pulled out, action, and then you're like, and then the tears go down. I can cry naturally. I can watch a commercial with puppies, and I will start crying. So maybe I will be featured in a Tubi original about the crying puppy commercial guy. If you'd like to see that movie, make a comment down below. Check this movie out. House on Rockingham Ham Hand. Now, why am I struggling? Rockingham. And thanks for tuning into the channel. Keep checking back for more great stuff.
Row 18, plot 20.